Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Namibia. Now, the University of Namibia is hosting its second Chancellors Annual Charity Gala dinner under the aim of raising funds to enhance infrastructure that is for students with disabilities across UNAM campuses. This initiative is more than just a glamorous evening. It is a powerful statement about inter alia inclusion, dignity, as well as the university's ongoing commitment to creating accessible learning environments for all. Joining us in studio today is Mr. Today Amomo, Fundraising and Corporate Communications Officer, and joining us virtually, Madame Bernadette Bok, Executive Director at the UNAM Foundation. Good morning, Mr. Today.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Today is fine, no pun intended.
Absolutely, zero pun intended. Yeah. Madam Bok, how are you doing this morning?
I'm great, Denver. Good morning.
Happy to hear that and very happy to have you. Let's get straight into it, please. Please talk to us about what inspired the establishment, the creation of the Chancellor's Annual Charity Gala dinner, and what is its core purpose, please.
Thank you, Denver. The Chancellor's Charity Gala dinner is a really special evening for us, and it is one of the key events that the UNAM Foundation hosts on an annual basis. We bring together leaders across sectors, alumni, partners, supporters of the university to rally behind the different causes that we are spearheading. And all these causes really make a real difference to our students. The gala dinner is, as it's called, held under the patronage of Honorable Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, our fourth president, as well as the Chancellor of the university. So at its core, the idea really is simple. We're saying that education is a shared responsibility and we must all play a role. So we see this event as not only being about mobilizing resources, we see it as bringing people together to build meaningful networks, to support our students, and of course, to strengthen UNAM as an inclusive institution that serves both local as well as international communities.
Thank you for that overview. Now, as far as the 2025 edition is concerned, the focus is raising funds to enhance infrastructure to support students with disabilities. Please talk to us about that.
Yes, so we chose this focus because, as you said in your introduction, it's all about inclusion because we believe inclusion isn't a luxury. It's something that every institution should prioritize. Every student, no matter their ability, deserves to be seen. They deserve to be supported, and all students deserve to be able to thrive. We've made progress. The University of Namibia has been catering for students living with disability, but there are still some real gaps that we would like to close, like not all lecture halls that are fully accessible, or we still have a lack of assistive technologies in the various support centers, as well as some support services that are still lacking. These things can really make a difference between whether a student feels excluded or empowered. So by focusing this year's gala on inclusion, we're inviting the broader community to help us to level the playing field.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Amomo, for those guests who will be in attendance, what is it they can expect from the gala dinner event? Any highlights that they can look forward to? Any notable speakers?
So the gala will not just focus, on basically the information that we'll be giving. We will have some keynote speeches by, for example, His Excellency Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, who's the Chancellor of the University of Namibia, but also the patron for the UNAM Foundation. We'll also have some speeches by our Vice Chancellor, Prof. Dr. Kenneth Matengu, and also by our board chairperson, Ms. Jimmy Datagos. On top of that, we have some testimonies on just to show the real life impact that the foundation and the university is trying to make on the student lives, and also some performances just to keep our guests entertained, but also to make sure that they have a proper experience of the dining during that evening.
I'm convinced that you must have enticed corporate Namibia sufficiently about the validity of the course, and if they want to get on board, for those Namibians who would like to procure a ticket to attend the event, how does one go about doing all of that?
Yes, so for one to procure a ticket, which is a very good way to give back, one can do that either by going on our social media platforms and following the link to the ticket site, or one can reach out towards our email address, which is UNAM Foundation at unam.org.
Until when would corporate Namibia have to get on board if they want to support in whichever way?
So for now, we have a cut-off date of the 15th in terms of reservations. But if one reaches out, it's always possible for us to see how we can squeeze it in, because at the end of the day, we are trying to make an impact and also just trying to make sure that we raise as much funds to make this a success.
The 15th of this month?
The 15th of July.
Very well. Madam Bok, you've touched on it earlier, particularly in your introductory overview, but please speak to us about how this platform ties in with the greater vision of the university, namely to be more inclusive, to be more accessible, but also as far as its corporate social responsibility is concerned.
Okay, thank you, Denver. So the Gala really brings together or brings to life UNAM's commitment to making education accessible and inclusive. So it's one thing to have those policies in place, which we have, but this event really helps to turn that vision into action by removing the barriers that we've identified and to create opportunities for students that are often left behind. So it's also part of our broader efforts to create a campus culture that values diversity, well-being, and fairness. And it shows what is possible when people come together, even if it's to dine together, but the message behind it, the cause behind it, it's really about promoting that shared goal of supporting the vulnerable parts or members of our society. Denver, can I also just quickly, today you did mention our email address as unamfoundation@unam.org, but it's actually unamfoundation@unam.na.
Very well. Whilst you have the virtual floor, Madam Bok, and as we prepare to wrap up our conversation this morning, is there a specific message you'd like to leave the viewers with this morning, particularly as far as it relates to giving back, as Mr. Amomo had referred to it, and also what the future should look like regarding disabled students?
Yes, Denver, definitely. I think it's important, in conclusion, really, to emphasize that yes, inclusive education is about access, and access is a critical part thereof. But it's also about dignity, voice, and opportunities, as again you noted in your introduction. So by investing in this initiative, we are supporting, everybody that is supporting the initiative is sending a very clear message to every student that lives with a disability. That message being that you do belong here, your success does matter. And as a matter of fact, that message extends to every space where people living with disabilities seek equal access to services and opportunities. I want to highlight that this initiative isn't just about one evening. It's part of a broader campaign that we've been running that goes beyond the gala. We welcome partners who want to walk this journey with us, and we're ready to listen. We're ready to have that conversation to see how we can work together. And if we succeed, I really see a university where accessibility is thoughtfully integrated and where no student feels overlooked or unsupported. Our campuses across the country already reflect the diversity of our nation. And this initiative helps us to strengthen that foundation by making inclusion more intentional, more visible. And we need support to do that. So this event is about creating an environment, or this event will help create that environment where everybody, regardless of ability, can truly thrive. And as according to me, or I think that is a future that it's worth building together.
Thank you so much for your time, Madam Bok. Thank you for the great work that you and the team continue to do, and best of luck with the final planning for the gala dinner.
Thank you very much, Denver. It's great being here.
Mr. Amomo, any final thoughts from your side?
I think it was quite well highlighted. I think it's just to be noted that access to higher education, especially according to one's ability, is not a luxury, but a need.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your presence.
Thank you for
and
having
good luck
me.
to you too.
Thank you.
May it be a resounding success.
Thank you.